Yeah.
Bert Flickinger, Strategic Research Group Managing Director, is here. Let's talk Amazon, obviously, with you, Bert. And the holiday season, this big news, obviously, the stock moving yesterday. The stock jumped more than 4% after they said that they had their best holiday sales ever. They talked about products that sold big. They mentioned the Echo Dot, the Fire TV Stick, the Echo Show 5. What do you make of Amazon and the news that's moving the stock again today?
Amazon's unstoppable, and Amazon does have a conscience and does have a soul in that they're the first to use renewable power and solar on all 50 of their major fulfillment centers across the U.S. Like ASICS for all their shoes made in America, ASICS solarizes its plant in Mississippi. Nike, for all its talk of sustainability, does next to nothing. And in our Strategic Resource Group Social Click studies, a quarter to a third of all consumers will switch to the socially responsible retailer. Win for Amazon. The missing link is Whole Foods, though, Cheryl, with our Strategic Resource Group team, Paul Bauer, Butch Castellani, Henry Millay, Isidore Schwinn, et cetera. We went UK, Canada, US, and Whole Foods is in the proverbial Stone Ages with the Flintstones in terms of bad marketing, bad merchandising, more bad operations, store design. Amazon will hit 2,200 as a stock. They fix Whole Foods, everything from the Niagara Falls Boulevard store to the Silver Lake store in Los Angeles. They'll hit 2,700.
What is Whole Foods doing so poorly, and is that on Whole Foods' old management or on Amazon and its execution of their takeover?
It's all the problems that were passed along by old management. So Jack and Cheryl brought up so many important points on sports, and the U.S., Canadians, people in the U.K. love their sports. We were in Whole Foods stores every major playoff, NBA, NHL, Major League Baseball, NFL. Whole Foods had no tie-ins to any of the local teams, from Texas to California to New York to New Jersey to London to Toronto, and just a group with no term limits on the board, and the co-founder lost his other two co-founders, and they were the most brilliant retailers in innovation their first 25 years, and then were asleep at the switch during the last decade.
So, Bert, I have to push back on your comments about Amazon being so virtuous on the green side and sustainability. In fact, Amazon is under enormous pressure because of the unsustainable aspect of all those cardboard boxes piling up, all those vans and airplanes getting things to you in 2 days, etc. My impression is that what they're doing in terms of sourcing is window dressing. They have a big, big problem amongst millennials who, yes, they like the convenience. They do not like the anti-green, what they perceive to be an anti-green.
Don't you think convenience trumps?
Yeah, maybe,
others?
maybe. But you
Liz is bringing up a really present key point, is that Amazon, from fulfillment and distribution, gets it right on sustainability, but on delivery does not. And that's a key issue in terms of gridlock across the country, recycling packages, and that's a point that Amazon has to fix. And
I'm glad you brought that up, though, Bert, because I did an Amazon Fresh delivery, and I got 6 boxes, and it was ridiculous, the amount of waste in those boxes, and all of that goes to the recycling bin.
Can I ask a point?
Yeah.
On that? We're talking so much about social responsibility with Nike and Amazon. It used to be the case that companies didn't want to get involved in politics, and they didn't want to be on either side. Is that impossible in this day and age? Are we seeing that companies just have to take a side one way or another?
It's not impossible, and our Retailer of the Year for 2019-2020 is Lowe's, with the dynamic leadership of Marvin Ellison and Joe McFarland, because what they did is they reinforced the importance of Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, spiritual music, the signs in the stores celebrating all the key holidays. And this panel did a really key segment on the importance of patriotism in the conference in Indianapolis. Patriotism's really important in retail. Look at Ralph Lauren with Polo. The first Polo product came out with a U.S. flag. Patriotism brings people into the stores. Made in America brings people into the stores. And and you can have it all with social responsibility. But social responsibility, to Liz's important point, includes everything from getting it to the warehouse to getting it to someone's home without what you referenced, Cheryl, of 6 boxes when you should use
At
a
Amazon,
sustainable package.
So, real quick, winners and losers. So we've talked about Amazon, Walmart, Target, Best Buy. You mentioned Lowe's just now, but a lot of the teen retailers haven't done very well. That seems to be kind of the losing category. Abercrombie and Fitch, American Eagle, not so great.
Teen, and it's understandable, record amount of school debt for teens, jobs, rents at an all-time high. So teen retail will suffer. Off-price will be particularly good. And just to wrap up on Amazon, they'll figure it out when they do click and collect well, to Liz's point, so you could pick up in store with sustainable bags and products, but Whole Foods, with really poor engineering and store design, left that as a bridge
Why is
not
Dick's
built.
Sporting Goods on your list of winners? They got a lot of flack for banning guns. How did they show up on your list?
Dick's is doing well in terms of stock price, hasn't picked up on solar, and they've got some of the biggest roofs for distribution centers and stores. So I think they'll get there, but they're not there yet, so they're still in the neutral zone.
All right, Bert Flickinger, the man who obviously needs no introduction when it comes to that was great to have you here, Bert. Thank you so much.
Great to team up with you, Jack, John, and Liz.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cheryl.
We'll see you soon, Bert.